Welcome back to Wanna Speak by Veroniq. Today we are learning how to avoid common mistakes in English. At the beginning, let me tell you that it's completely okay, it's completely normal to make mistakes. What's more, it's even better to make them. Why? Because you can learn on them and you can remember them for the rest of your life. Ideas for this video were inspired by my beloved students. Each one of you is my great inspiration every day, so I want to say thank you so much. Let's start with the content. Direct and indirect questions. What is this? Listen to some examples. What time is it? And the second example, could you tell me what time it is? Okay, what's the difference? Which is direct, which is indirect? Okay, first one is direct question. I ask you directly, what time is it? Okay, so I use inversion as in normal English question. Okay, inversion means that I switch subject and verb in a sentence. So, is it? Verb is first. And second question is indirect question, because I don't ask you directly. It's not a quick question. Yes, this one is more polite. And please pay attention how subject and verb is placed in a sentence. Second clause of second question is a form of affirmative sentence. Okay, it's not inversion anymore, because you ask the question by using modal. Okay, could you? It's already an inversion. One inversion per sentence is completely enough. Adjectives ended with ed and ing. Let me provide you with two examples and you can think what's the difference. Are you bored? And are you boring? Which one is offensive? Let me give you an explanation and you will find out the answer. Adjectives ended with ed are used to talk about emotion, how we feel, about our state. For example, I'm bored. I'm excited. She is interested in playing football. Okay? So it's a state of a person. Ing adjective generally describes the thing that causes the emotion. For example, a boring lesson makes you feel bored. Yes, because the lesson is boring. So one more conclusion from this example is that ing we also use as a description of something or someone. The situation might be boring, the person might be boring, the class can be boring, right? Most probably you know the answer for the first question. Are you bored or are you boring? Which one is offensive? Yes, the second one is definitely offensive. Two more examples to understand better. I'm excited about my trip. My trip is so exciting. First sentence, describe how I feel, my state, and second sentence describes the trip. Issue number 3, prepositions of time, since and for, something that I explain every day to my students. When do we use since? When do we use for? Surely with perfect tenses, right? Perfect grammatical tenses such as present perfect continuous, and so on and so on. Now, two examples to understand it better. I've been learning English since 1999. I've been learning English for 3 years. So what's the difference? What is after since and what is after for? When we use since, we talk about point in time. It's a year, 1999. Also point in time is some day of the week, like Monday, okay? Since Monday or since April. But for we use to talk about period of time, because 3 years is a period. So for 3 years, for 2 weeks, for whole month, okay? Long period of time. Issue number 4 is also connected with prepositions of time, during versus for. For you already know. Let me remind you one more time the example. I've been learning English for 3 years. So naturally the question that we ask is how long? How long have you been learning English? So when we use during, and what's the difference? Catch some example. All flights are fully booked during Christmas time. All flights are fully booked during Easter time. So, what part of a speech is Christmas time or Easter time? It's a noun, okay? So we connect during with nouns. Other example is to say during vacation. Vacation is also a noun. Number 5, like versus as. When do we use like? When do we use as? They're pretty similar. So let me clarify, of course, with examples. She looks like Rihanna. He looks just like my uncle. What do? I compare one person to the other. It's a comparison. Looks like someone else. He works as a shop assistant. So it means that he is a shop assistant. So as describes job functions and status. It's not comparison anymore, it's just a description. He works as someone. Okay, issue number 6 is commonly confused, and I have to admit that I used to confuse it too. So I remind you, making mistakes is completely normal thing. How do we say I and my friend or my friend and I? That's a good question. We always say my friend and I. Why? Because in reality these two subjects can be two separate sentences. Yes, because my friend is a subject and I is a subject too. So, my friend is walking in the park. That's one sentence. I am walking in the park. That's a second sentence. So, there is no need to say this and this. It's too long and too boring, so let's combine them together. My friend and I are walking in the park. Okay guys, that would be it for today, and just for today, because I would like to announce that this video is just a start of series of videos connected with common mistakes. So I know that it's really useful, really helpful, and it's something that we struggle daily. So stay with me please, visit my Instagram wannaspeakbyveroniq, where I share my knowledge daily, subscribe my channel if you like the content, and see you in the next one. Thank you so much, bye!